Welcome back, slags and slagettes.
That word is a little close to whatever. Welcome back. How many weeks has it been? 3? 2?
It's been a while.
It's been a couple weeks.
Longer than it should have been.
Yeah, that wasn't intended, but things started happening.
Summer vacation.
Summer vacation and some other shit that I'm not going to
Rugrats the movie.
Yeah.
That's
Snow
the first
Day.
time I heard that song.
Wait, some of it.
Vacation's all I ever wanted.
Don't they use that in like one of the Digimon movies too or some shit?
Probably.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a very popular song.
That's fair. I am. This is fucking memory leak. You are. What's your name?
Who am I? I'm Benjamin Sumo to Benjamin.
Fine, and I'm Geron. Didn't get forgotten, Geron, and
Sumo's the main character of Adventures of Mana.
Oh, I
canonically.
I didn't fucking know that. Have you been going down the pipes, going back in some old shit you used to like and finding out where they went, where they had been?
The fuck are you talking about?
You see,
what do you mean pipes?
The Adventure of I don't give a shit about Adventure of Mana, but you're getting into randomizers and shit too. You're like,
that's a different thing.
It is a different thing.
I can kind of explain.
Yeah.
I can kind of explain. I was following Zach a little bit, one of our mutuals, one of our oomfies.
Oh my god!
Oh, ha ha!
Something's wrong with Ben, but go ahead.
What's new? I'm white.
I'm
evil.
Yeah. Cut the audio. It's over. Nah, fucking
cut my throat.
Get it out. Say what you need to say.
Say what you need to say.
I can't even look at. I'm looking at the computer right now. I can't look at Ben because he's being weird, being strange.
No. So somebody that we know had an interesting idea for backlog beatdown, so to speak.
Someone that we know.
Someone that we know
listens to this. Yeah.
And it was a good idea, and I wanted to try it. So the idea was to take your list of games across whatever you want your backlog to be,
sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Throw it into into like a random flash wheel spinner.
Oh, yeah.
Click the thing and play the thing. Follow the wheel.
Yeah.
And it's kind of as simple as that.
Right.
Took an extra step of like logging all the games I want to play across all systems, PlayStation, Switch,
all platforms, yeah.
Old games, retro games at this point, Steam, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Added the hours to beat. I went and looked up all the hours, average hours length of each game so that I could cut it off because I was like, I don't want to throw these like 150 hours.
Yeah, you don't want to put
Persona 5 in there.
Yeah.
Like I don't need
and
that.
And then accidentally get it at the worst.
Yeah. At some point, maybe I'll spin those and be good with it. But so I cut it off at the 30-hour mark for something that I could beat in like a week or two.
Yeah.
Right. And then I click the spin and I follow it to the fucking letter. And I've already gone through 3 games since I started doing that 2 or 3 weeks ago.
The 3?
The 3 were Adventures of Mana.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of also where this started because Zach got Secret of Mana and he was talking about the 2018 remake.
Right.
And I was looking because I had heard that it was kind of like a weird, kind of an iffy remake because it's so one-to-one that they don't clean anything up.
Yeah.
And so I was like, do I want to try this? Do I want to do whatever? And so I was like, I started adding that to my list. I started looking up because I have the collection of Mana on Switch.
Right.
And I was like, oh, Final Fantasy Adventure. I never really played that growing up.
Right.
Like it was a Game Boy game.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. It had Kitase was the main gameplay designer.
Yeah.
It's it's very much rooted in Final Fantasy genetics.
Yeah. Which I didn't even, it wasn't even apparent that fucking like Chocobo were in the game and shit like that.
Yeah, so like you ride a Chocobo in that game.
Yeah.
Have you played it?
Huh? I know enough about it.
Because that's pretty deep in the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I was like, oh, how come this never got a remake? But it did. Adventures of Mana is the remake, and it's 1-for-1 exactly.
Wait, Adventure?
That's the remade. You know how Sega Densetsu 3, they call it Trials of Mana?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Adventure is now known as Adventures of Mana.
But I thought it got remade as Sword of Mana. And
that was the GBA remake.
That's a different remake.
It's a different remake.
Shit,
and it's a completely different mentality of remake, which is also equally fascinating.
Yeah. Okay, that I didn't realize.
Yeah, I went through this whole deep dive of the Mana series in general, which I'm going to explain right now.
Yeah.
So with Final Fantasy Adventure, remade in 2000, like 6, something like that.
Okay.
Somewhere in the mid 2000s.
Is that on the PS2?
No, Sword of Mana.
Oh, the sort of you're talking about Sword of Mana.
Yeah,
right
they
now.
remade Final Fantasy Adventure as Sword of Mana in the
Yeah.
mid 2000s.
That had to been like 2000. I think I was in middle school. That had been like 2004 or something.
Yeah, it could have been 2001.
Yeah,
It was probably pre Wii.
Yeah, because I had it.
Yeah, I also had it.
Yeah.
Fuck, well, now I need to fucking look it up.
Yeah,
anyway, what's interesting about Sword of Mana is they remade it, but they remade it with the sensibilities of the newer Mana games, like Legend of Mana, Seiken Densetsu 3, Trials of Mana.
Yeah.
And they tried to keep like the story the same, towns the same, general navigation the same, general like goal and like
story
vibe a little bit, story beats objectives. But it's a very different game. Like it feels very different. It feels like a weird blend between an old game and like a modern Mana game.
Like a weird blend of like humor and emotion or something like that.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
I didn't love Sword of Mana perfectly.
I didn't either.
You have two characters, one of which is AI controlled. Normally those games have 3. There's not really a class system. You get stats that build up depending on what you're using. Like it's got some ideas. It feels like a game that's a hodgepodge of Mana ideas that's kind of just thrown together. It was in 2003. December 2003.
That sounds perfectly right. Yeah. I got it around Christmas. That's right.
And then in 2016, they remade it again 13 years later as Adventures of Mana. And that was
what is that on?
Only on Vita and phones.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't even think I had heard of it for that exact reason. It's late as shit in the Vita life cycle.
So what was the PS? Oh, the PS2 game was
that was
like my brain's saying Tree of Mana. That's not it though. Legend of Mana.
Legend of Mana was PS1.
Oh.
But here's the thing about Mana games that you need to know. Dawn of Mana.
Dawn of Mana is right. Okay.
Here's the thing you need to know about Mana games. They are all the same game. They are pretty much all the same game. There's a little bit of different flavor. And I kind of knew this too, looking through the art book that I have.
Yeah.
There's so much rehash and just telling the same fucking story with the same towns, with the same like objectives, the same equipment, same sprites, spirits, whatever you want to call it, Jinn.
Like the
summons.
The summon kind of thing.
It's the same game over and over again, just with a different angle on it.
Is that seems to be an Eastern thing?
Yeah, it could be.
Repeat.
It's like they like try to turn it into like its own legend. That's being retold. Like that's kind of what's happening.
Right.
Like every game, you go to Wendell. You know, you find the priest. You talk about what you need to do. You go and do the thing. There's some kind of jester like person who takes over. There's a dark mage, whatever. Like there's just. It's very consistent in terms of its storytelling and the way that it plays. Which is funny because I grew up, I actually only had played Trials of Mana, Seiken Densetsu 3.
Oh, interesting.
Because I was like 10 years old and I was learning how ZSNES worked. I downloaded a fucking Japanese game and because there was a fan translation. I used MS-DOS command line to fucking patch it all in. And that was my first Mana game because we never had Secret of Mana. I think I rented it a couple times, but never really clicked with me.
Yeah.
But fucking love Trials of Mana, love the original, love the remake. Really fucking good shit. Adventures of Mana is funny because it looks really good. It's like 60 frames per second. It's got nice models.
Is it 2D? Oh, it's 3D.
It's 3D, but it's a top-down 3D. It's like Link's Awakening remake type thing. It's funny how much Zelda there is in that game also.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. It feels like there's
came out 2 years before Link's Awakening, 1991.
Like that's the same way Mystical Ninja Star and Goemon on the N64 has a lot in common with Ocarina of Time, but it also predates Ocarina of Time. Yeah. So it's like
different franchises and companies see what's going on
they see the adventure game template and then do their own thing with it before before whoever got to it.
Yeah. So Adventures of Mana is the faithful quote unquote remake where it's like it is 1-to-1. The only things that they do is they add in a fuck ton of touchscreen controls, which is why it's specifically just Vita and phones. Because I imagine it would probably be like Vita has like you don't have to do touchscreen with Vita. You can do everything with buttons and joysticks. But like the UI is so integrated to be touch. It's like if you want to touch it,
touching, swiping pages, picking your item, shit like
that. I could see it being kind of like weird if they were to just port it hard as it is to Switch or something, because there would be all these like obvious touchscreen buttons that you can't interact with or whatever,
unless they edit the UI completely.
Yeah, they would have to change the game.
Yeah,
but it's good. Like they added a lot of quality life with the shortcuts. They added 3 shortcuts now. I think the original game had a lot of like swapping the things, a lot of menu navigation and management of like your 1 or 2 items, kind of like Link's Awakening.
Right. I mean, the original game is a Game Boy game. There's only so much you can have, ready.
Yeah, ready, loaded, in memory. So that quality of life is the main reason, frankly, that I went and played the Adventures of Mana, not the original, on the Collection of Mana. I was that sounds really useful just to like streamline the experience. And it was. How
long would you say the game was? I could only imagine 10 hours.
Less than 10 hours. Less than 10 hours. Okay. It's a very quick, and that's part of like I finished it in the road trip, which I wasn't gaming the whole time. I was like playing a couple hours in the car, playing a couple hours at night, playing a couple hours on the way back, and boom, I was done within 5 days.
Right, like that's fucking.
It was great. I loved it.
I had a great time. I told you I beat Dragon Quest 1 in the car ride. Yeah. So yeah, I totally understand that feeling. Like
it's weird because I feel like there is this kind of triangle that's like Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Mana, and like you can kind of feel the blend of like Zelda, Final Fantasy, and Dragon Quest. The things they learned like from those games at that time. The sprinkles
of the chaff from that landing, and mixing into the formulas. Yeah.
But it's very playable. There's not nearly as much obtuse stuff as I was expecting it to have for a game from 1991.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got high marks. I hope they figure out a way to bring it up to modern hardware.
Yeah.
Now that we've got Trials of Mana, the Secret of Mana is not everywhere yet. It's on PS4 though, PS5. It's not on Switch. Secret of the remake.
The remake, yeah. I'm thinking that really isn't on Switch. That feels like it was
2018
the perfect place for it.
Yeah. Right after the Switch came out too.
Like a year after, yeah.
I think the performance was a little like questionable for how simple it was on PS4.
I'm sure there was. I'm sure it was quick and dirty.
Yeah, there was weird jank with the Secret of Mana remake that I think they probably weren't thrilled about when they launched it.
Yeah, you would think that they'd fucking have to spend a little bit more time. On something like that to make it, make it what people remember. Which is kind of why I think why I don't
they
want
probably
want to Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, I know. I'd be worried about what they do with that.
Yeah.
Like they'd have to. That would be a fucking one of those like shooting a gun across a football field and hitting like a 1-inch target. Like that's the kind of precision they would need
to have
to get it passable.
Exactly.
Like, not immediately inferior to the original game.
And if they cheat and put a tunnel between the gun barrel and the target, people are like, oh, so it's exactly the same, which is great for one set of people. And it's like, why bother for another set?
Right. So that was the first game that I beat was Adventures of Mana. Spun the wheel, got it, moved on. Then I played Vernal Edge.
I don't know what that is.
It's an indie Metroidvania game.
Okay.
It's indie to the point where there are no walkthroughs online.
Oh, it's just
there's some YouTube video playthroughs. Not a lot of people have played it. There's some people in the Metroidvania subreddit that have played it. And I was impressed with what they had done in the original part of the the first couple hours. Yeah. The combat system is like really well built. It's like combo based. It's like it's got launches. It's got slides. It's got all sorts
like Prince of Persia.
Yeah, it's kind of like Prince of Persia. Yeah. But much more indie and much more unrefined. But then like it's very obvious that they had disparate people working on all the different systems and then not really a good director or direction to put them all together. Because the game gets like just kind of annoying and like it's just like, what are we doing here? Like the enemies get sponges. The enemies are not placed in ways that make sense. It doesn't feel like the combat is actually like fun, despite the fact that the systems are interesting.
The systems are cool, but there's nothing to
use them on. Like the enemies are just sponges that do like annoying shit, and it's just like when you die, it's just like it's just like it's irritating.
It's irritating.
Really annoying to restart shit.
It's not like I'm having a good time. I made a mistake. I'm ready to try again. It's more
I didn't beat the game. I didn't beat the game. Okay. I quit. I think I was like 70% into it.
Yeah.
I did something that was really fun because after you get all the movement options, you've got like air dashes, wall jumps, wall running. Like you got a lot of cool tools, and they put it together in like a maze that you have to do. In a certain time.
Yeah.
And I did it, and I was like, it took me a couple tries. I blasted through it. It felt really fun.
That felt good to do.
Yeah. They have a thing where you do a stomp, and if you stomp onto a ledge, you start sliding, and you can unlock water sliding too. So you can do these things where you're like stomping, sliding, launching over, wall running up, doing all this shit, and it's like when you string it together, it feels really good. It was almost like reverse shine sparking. Yeah. So I did that, and I was like, I've had enough. Because the next thing was like a Coliseum, and I died once after like 10 minutes into the round. I was just like, I've had enough.
Something makes me think they built all these systems and then didn't have the chops yet to really.
It feels very amateur from a game design perspective.
Design levels or a world that really integrated all that stuff in a fun way, not just this is a cool thing we
had a lot of potential.
You can see it. Yeah,
there were definitely flashes of intrigue and some interesting pieces, but as a final product, I'm just kind of like, I will say it's better than Owlboy though. Owlboy was boring as shit.
I've heard that.
Owlboy is so boring, and it was just one of the early Switch games, and it was also Metroidvania. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is about Metroidvanias that feels like a proving ground for people to like try shit. I don't know.
They which
is bold. I feel like it'd be harder to design a good Metroidvania.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think there was a good amount of time where people were like, okay, this is we can generate the pieces of a world, put it all together. And then just put the interactables all over the place, make it feel like a big open environment. And we all like Super Metroid is one of the best 2D games ever, Symphony of the Night, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna take our shot out of it at it, and everybody did it. Like from the early 2000s to now, we're just like, this is where we do it. This is how we make it feel, big and cool without having to make it big and big. It can still be cool without being big, but you know what I mean. So yeah, and I did hear that about Owlboy, and it apparently was anticipated for a long time, and it came out as this like sweet, slow.
Yeah, it's like the movement is slow. Cool. There's not a lot you can do. Like it almost has the opposite problem of Vernal Edge, where it's like it looks and seems like it would be a really nice game to play. Yeah, but it's just like once you start doing it, it's like, oh, this is it. This is really it.
Yeah. I did hear that, which is
the only reason I beat Owlboy is because I was trapped on a flight, and that was like the only game that I had on my Switch.
Just like
I was like, well, here we go, because I had beaten like one other game that I had in the card slot.
Yeah.
And then third game I beat, I can't think we already kind of talked about it, maybe not on the podcast, was Cyberpunk for Switch 2.
Oh yeah, you were playing Cyberpunk.
That was good as shit.
On the wheel, or did you just play it to play it?
The what?
You were already playing it. That wasn't.
I was already playing it. That wasn't a weekend thing. That wasn't part of. Sorry, the third game I got on the wheel, which I haven't started yet, is Bayonetta 2.
Good.
There's some good ones on there that I know you would like.
So you're gonna play Bayonetta 2 on Switch 2, right?
That's what I got to do.
So when you want to try the multiplayer, you fucking let me know.
Is it online?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's online or local wireless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not local split screen though.
Wii U is local only, wasn't it? Or was it also online?
Wii U was online only. Because there's no local wireless.
Right. All right. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. I kind of I need to go watch what happens in that one. I don't remember that game at this point. I played it in 2017.
Okay, maybe you need to give it another.
Was the last time I blasted through it.
Yeah, it's worth remembering what happened in Bayonetta 1 for the sake of Bayonetta 2, actually.
Yeah, and it's also quick, so
yeah.
I can just kind of smash through it.
Are you gonna play it again? I thought you were just gonna get a.
Well, I was thinking about it.
Just Cliff Notes it and
I'll just do that.
Even though Bayonetta 1 is a fucking crazy game that everybody should fucking play.
Cyberpunk on Switch 2 is really good.
Yeah,
it's really good. So even the Dogtown shit where people are like, it stutters sometimes. I mean, it does stutter sometimes, but it's my opinion, my 2 cents, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were perfectly playable on Switch 1.
Yeah. That's
kind of the level of experience you're getting here with Cyberpunk 2077 in terms of the frame rates.
Where the stability of
it's sometimes unstable, sometimes it's rock solid.
Right.
Just depending on what area or environment.
What area and what's going on. Yeah. Right? The I did want to I wish we were in the same family group because I wanted to borrow it to use the HDR setting thing.
Here's the annoying thing about the HDR setting. I haven't checked since 2.3 came out.
Yeah.
The Paperwhite meter
on Switch 1 on Switch on Cyberpunk?
On Cyberpunk is broken. It doesn't follow the OS.
Oh.
HDR.
Does it not follow or just does it do its own thing? Like you have to set it independently?
You can't change it.
Oh.
It's always 300 nits.
It's always 300.
When ideally for LGs, it'd be 200. Yeah. But no matter what you change it to on the operating system, it doesn't
Interesting.
track it. It does for the luminance though. So I was able to make sure that was exactly right. It's nice to give it a number.
Because that I want to see on my TV, because I know it. We're going to do this right now. I know the TV is advertised at 3,000. It actually can go higher than that in a 10% window. Huh?
Andre,
yeah, Andre 3000, bitch. So funny thing, I don't know if I mentioned it. Hisense doesn't do HDR. And I knew that, but I didn't understand the implication of it before I bought the TV. It's fine.
Yeah, the Switch 2 more than any other console really is noticeable, I'll say. That's how I'll frame it.
Like
it's like I feel tangibly different looking at the screen when it's not HDIG.
HDIG, yeah. So I want the numbers so I can tick it in without having to rely on the suns. The calibration screen.
Right.
I think I've got it like perfect. Actually, I just want to confirm that to myself at this point.
Seeing the number is useful.
Yeah, I wish,
because it's like, oh shit, it's 10 higher. Let me just go do one click.
Yeah, exactly. Because like in game mode, apparently, like in game HDR mode, apparently the TV can get to
4,000,
like 3,000. It expects that for dynamic tone mapping, but I can turn dynamic tone mapping off, and it looks great with it off. I tried it with it on. I tried it with it off, and then
I mean, you don't need it if it goes up to 3,000.
Exactly. I had a fun little situation where I was like, I was playing Mario Kart World. I was in Moo Moo Meadows. I saw the clouds. I know it has nothing to do with Cyberpunk now. I was looking at the clouds, and you know how there's the silver lining, the literal silver lining around some of the clouds. I tried it with DTM on, and it was flattened out. I didn't realize it, and I turned it off, and that shit was like, I was like, oh fuck, maybe the fucking game mode dynamic tone mapping off setting is more than adequate.
Yeah,
it's like more than good enough for HDR to be very enjoyable here. So
it's just funny how different consoles like handle the HGIG signal.
Right.
Like Switch 2, it's like there is a color difference.
Yeah.
When, at least on the LG, with how it handles HGIG versus DTM.
Yeah,
but Steam Deck as a dock, maybe it's partially because it's a PC and it interprets 444 and pass through chroma pass through and all that. But it's truly just the brightness level. Like that's basically all the differences.
Because on Switch 2, it's doing game from looking it all up and researching all of it. Just HDR, I've said it before, is a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Which is fine and cool because ultimately it's just set it the way it looks good to you. Right. Don't worry about if you're clipping too much or anything like that. If you think it looks good,
that's why the idea behind the whole filmmaker mode thing is really nice.
Yeah.
And it would be nice if they could just do that with everything.
Right. I wish the issue is that with games, especially for this kind of thing, there's just no standards.
Right.
Everyone's just kind of doing it their own way, like Donkey Kong. Some dude had posted a video. You know how I feel about getting information from YouTubers, but objective information is objective information. Like DK Bananza only goes up to 400 nits.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of. I feel like there's a lot of first party Switch games like that
because
from the HDR mapping. Because that's what the console screen. Yeah,
but Mario Kart.
Oh, is it different between docked and
Mario Kart? Just will get really fucking bright. I was like, those headlights might be too bright. I need to see if I fuck this up.
Yeah,
the moon might be too,
That's weird.
So yeah, everything handles it differently. The Zelda games do. Donkey Kong Bananza and Odyssey, I believe, handle it the same way. I already know that's
gonna drive you up a fucking wall.
What, having to
think about the fact that all the games are different, even first party.
Yeah, it's fucking
fucking mess.
That kind of thing is toast. Or not. It's like I'm already. I check the settings every couple of days. I sit there and say, okay, I set it one way. I'm going to leave it like this for at least a week before I change anything. And then I think, maybe there's something I can change. I sit down, turn the lights off, pick up the fucking remote.
Damn, it's like fucking, what's the fucking movie? God damn it.
Which one?
With, Jared Leto and Jennifer Connelly. Requiem for a
Fucking
Dream.
Requiem for. Oh my god.
This is Requiem for a Dream. This is the woman who gets addicted to like the what was it, diet pills or something?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
But instead of watching
just
the
sitting
TV
in the dark, like frayed hair,
Yeah.
like eyes bloodshot, just tweaking the fuck out.
Fucking
10 more nits.
Yeah, see, I like I said, I think right now I've got it actually perfect for the situation that my TV and the Switch 2 has given me.
For both HDR and SDR.
For the SDR, I got almost immediately. SDR is easy.
Yeah.
Like SDR is easy, and I can like choose to change the brightness and not lose anything from it.
Yeah.
HDR is different because now I have to rely on Nintendo. The settings on the console that don't have any fucking numbers.
Right.
So I have to rely on other people's numbers.
Yeah.
And be like, are those numbers fucking right?
Number of clicks.
Yeah, like, is this fucking right? I've asked people and they'll oh my god.
What's nice is that dude Paolo, who's like the
that's
LG.
what I'm about to bring up. I posted in this thread.
In his Reset Era thread?
Huh? Yeah.
His clicks matched with Cyberpunk's OS showed, which is nice.
And I believe the Vincent dude redid his chart to match correctly.
Yeah.
Which it seems right. And I'm like, okay, this is good. But I went in there and I asked like some detailed question about the situation. I was like, I know this isn't an LG TV or whatever. And someone just responds to me with the same fucking video I've watched like 3 times. And I'm like, dog, I like literally in the question, I mentioned shit that's in this video because I watched it. I just wanted
a yes or no answer.
I wanted a clarification onto how this TV handles tone mapping and a couple of other like minutia.
Is Vincent the Asian dude?
Huh?
Is Vincent?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The monotone dude.
Yeah.
Whose jokes are like sometimes I'm like,
yeah, don't worry about it.
I don't like.
Don't worry about
like
the sense of humor.
But regardless, I'm learning a lot about this shit because it's been a blind spot for me because I just haven't really had anything that needed fine tuning like this in a long time, and just like.
And nothing's consistent.
Yeah, there's this
consistently inconsistent.
Paolo has
the differences between the LG models is also like mind numbing.
Yeah, I was looking at just that.
Is this so different?
Yeah, like where the fuck is the standardization of any of this?
Even within one company, like it's not standard.
Like I get the TVs have different brightness. That completely makes sense. That's that's whatever. But just the way certain things are handled, by
like the combinations of things, I don't
know what.
I'm almost at the point where like I do want to try that color control app that they've mentioned.
Oh yeah.
Where if you download like onto a computer that's on the same network as your LG TVs, they have a dedicated app called Color Control that basically hacks your LG. Yeah, and you can just change any setting you want, regardless of like, oh, you can only have this on when this is set. Yeah, none of that. You just rip through whatever settings in combinations.
You turn the fucking ABL off.
You can always turn HGIG on. You don't have to have Game Optimizer on. You can just blast it on no matter what.
Fucking like this shit. I'm telling you, man, this shit is fucking. It was complicated before to get it to make it look good and not fucking just nasty and gross, but. That nasty and gross was still watchable to a lot of people. Nowadays, if you want to get this shit like right, there are so many brick walls in front of you, especially depending on what TV brand you get, where they decide
there's a lesson to be learned here.
They're just
gotta let go, dude.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
You just gotta acknowledge that what you're looking at just ain't right.
It ain't
you're just
right,
not looking at something
enough.
right. It's good enough.
Yeah.
You're playing the game. You're having fun.
Yeah. The
blue might not be quite blue enough, but it's just. You're playing a game.
I want you to see my shit. I don't know how.
I do want to see it. I'm very curious.
I want you to see it.
Yeah,
because it genuinely like looks good as shit.
I believe it. There's some things about the Hisense that I was looking at. Is like it's rated higher than I think the brightness is like way higher than the LG.
Brightness is high as shit.
I think color is like maybe 0.1 higher or something. The color depth.
Yeah.
So like I mean it's a great TV. It seems like. A lot of the reasons people pick OLED is for the latency on the screen.
The latency on the screen. Yeah. The latency and the specifically like the response time of the pixels.
Right.
Not the like input lag, even though that's affected too. Because I can see that I'm using it. And it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal to me.
It's like what, a frame, half a frame, something.
It's like I see it, and I can try to use the motion. I've tried out the motion smoothing, and it actually works fine. But there will be like I was playing Donkey Kong, and I was panning the camera right for something. I don't know what I was doing, and I saw my hearts start to
shit.
do
Judder?
that thing. Yeah, start to judder a bit. I was like, I gotta turn this off. At the moment I noticed it, I had to turn it off.
That shit actually does bug me.
Yeah.
And one thing going through all this actually had residual effects of me going back and looking at the settings for just movies and TV.
Yeah.
And what I didn't realize is that Paolo updated shit to like there actually is recommended amounts of motion smoothing and de-judder and de-blur.
Like to use that.
And so it's like, oh, it's actually so good now that like they do recommend a little bit of it.
Right.
And I noticed it like significantly. Like to the point where I was like, it almost looks like they have full motion smoothing on just because it's so different from what I'm used to of it being just raw.
Right.
And I was like, it reminds me of it being like a display. Fucking thing. I was like, it looks really good. It looks right. It still looks like it's 24 frames. It's not interpolating.
Yeah.
But it looks smooth and it looks really nice.
It looks properly consistent.
Yeah.
Because the like 24
it fucked me up kind of bad. It was really noticeable when it does panning shots of like really old cartoons that have been ripped from DVDs.
Yeah.
Because normally, like, I think even the raw footage would be like,
it looks like it's like jumping, it's like springing back.
The judder is so significant, but it smoothed it out just enough where there's no jumping back. It's just panning correctly.
Just gives you each frame the way it should be. There's
exactly.
And like, it's one of those things where I've seen people say OLED TVs are like 30 FPS content on OLED TVs is rough to watch. From watching yours, I haven't had any issue looking at it, but I think it's because the response time is so good. You get nothing to hide.
Imperfections.
The jumps. Yeah. And it's like.
Yeah, so I think there were like some small tweaks of like adding de-judder to 10 and adding whatever the small micro smoothing one was to like 20.
Right.
Up from 0. So I did that and I was looking, I was like, I was like,
fucking I remember we turned it on the input that your original Switch was on.
Yeah. And we were like, oh, this actually kind of
doesn't look. This doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
This like looks the way it's supposed to, and it cleared up some of the motion.
Right.
Which is that's just my whole thing is just clearing up the motion to make it look the way it's supposed to.
Yeah. Remove artifacting. Remove distractions.
Yeah. Exactly. Not to smooth it past what you're getting, but to make it look exactly like what you think it's supposed to look like.
Right.
And I think a lot of these TV manufacturers are more invested in the smoothing in the first place because that's where modern technology is going.
I do wonder if like 5-10 years from now, this is just where AI actually does excel.
Yeah.
It's something like that.
I mean, that's what GPUs are doing.
Right.
They literally have like frame generation that does exactly this kind of shit, which is like
we're still at the point now where Paolo's like turn all this shit.
Yeah.
Turn all that shit. Except for sound. He's actually like for sound, turn it on.
Which one?
For the TV, there's an AI sound thing where it detects based on the space how it should be kind of establishing treble versus center versus bass.
Yeah.
He's like, if you're using this combination of hardware with your LG TV, use the AI sound.
Yeah.
Because it's actually going to give you a better experience.
Interesting. Because I think like a lot of the like my TV has a bunch of AI like.
Yeah, they've all fucking got it at this point.
And most of the shit is just straight up turned off. I've flicked things on and off just to see what they do.
Right.
In general, you just want whatever the device you're outputting is going to give you. But I could see that's one of those things where it's not generative AI. It's fucking it's machine. It's shit that's existed for years anyway. It's just developed to a point, and then people call it AI on top of it.
Yeah, I just wanted to be able to do like you were saying, where like each game is interpreting things with a different HDR brightness level and all that. Like I want a thing to be like, here's generally how I want it to look. Mm-hmm. Go and apply this while this feed is coming through based on the ranges that you're seeing and all that. Like that would be nice. That would be nice to set and forget.
Right. If it's doing... If the fucking machine, what I want especially is if the machine isn't giving me the numbers, I want the TV to give me the numbers.
Right.
I want the TV to tell me what it's receiving. Yeah.
Kind of like it can do with frames per second.
Yeah. Like it can be like, oh, we recognize that this is a 120 hertz signal and it's, VRR is doing this or some shit. I want to be able to say like this signal coming from here. I want to know more than just the color space. and like I can see this 10-bit, BT 2020, all that shit. I want to know what the brightness is, like in a minute way. I want to know all that shit so that I can set everything up exactly how either it should be or I want it.
Yeah.
And then if there's like an AI thing covering it, it'll be like, oh, this is this shit is mastered for this, this level of brightness.
Right. It's like, this is what I want my output to be.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you how to convert incoming signal based on all the options and possibilities. Right. This is what I want the output to be. You figure out how to get it there.
Yeah. Just do the math and turn their weird like 220 fucking nit master into something that makes sense and still looks the way it's supposed to.
Right.
This shit, it's funny to get back into this shit because it's been like 10 years since I've really.
Yeah. Speaking of the original shit, like going up to Boston, we watched a lot of TV on like her sister's couch.
Yeah.
She had all those default settings on.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yep.
This is why I did it.
Yeah.
This is why we fucking change shit.
Yep. I just sat there in silence, just like nodding with my eyes closed. just like I'm just gonna listen to it.
Listen to it. Fucking. But okay. Back to Cyberpunk though.
Yes.
You played through Cyberpunk on Switch 2. It was the DLC too.
One other thing that's funny about Cyberpunk, right as we leave the TV thing.
Yeah.
With LGs, at least with the C models, HDR Cyberpunk breaks if you have a 16:9 aspect ratio set. You have to set it to 21:9, and it interprets it correctly. It's partially because, I don't know if because, but when you have VRR on and it's running at 120 hertz, if you have it set by 16:9 on that TV in there, C2, you see an image, but it's 60 frames per second. It's not actually doing the 120 to do the VRR.
Yeah.
You set it to 21:9 and it works. This TV, the C4, 2 models later, straight up will not show a signal. It'll say like input broken or whatever on the TV. Like it's a TV error that it shows until you set it to 21:9 and then everything works perfectly. Weird shit.
So, but it displays correctly.
Yeah, it displays completely correctly. Just another one of those fucking weird things. Yeah. Anyway, Cyberpunk. I had never really played Cyberpunk outside of the first like couple hours. Yeah. And I had done that a couple times.
Right.
This was a great experience. I played it with a bunch of different control schemes.
Yeah.
I did end up landing finally on regular Pro controller with gyro. Yeah. That shit feels good as fuck.
Okay.
I played a little bit on PS5 on the same exact TV, and you can tell the PS5 like looks better and has like the rock solid 60 to 120 frames per second, whatever you set it to.
Sure.
So that's nice, but like the visual fidelity and the quality, like the textures and all that stuff, I would say like the gap's getting pretty small. It's getting pretty small. It's definitely good enough on Switch 2 to the point where having the gyro on the controller was more worth it for the immersion, the experience of like, I'm aiming and then I want to do a micro adjustment.
You want to do,
like I need that on a controller for FPS.
It's crazy,
especially with the build that I did with bullet deflect, because you have the katana, right?
Yeah,
and you have to aim the katana at their fucking head and shit,
right?
And it's like a tiny little reticle, and that's really hard to do the control stick.
Yeah,
with just the stick. And so being able to like, aim my shit and then just like actually like
just
move
like
my controller like I was holding the katana.
Yeah,
was like kind of tight. It was fun.
So you can't use the gyro on the PS5?
No.
That's crazy.
It sucks.
Because the gyro on PS5 is good.
I know.
It's like right there. Dude. Damn, that's crazy.
Just never implemented.
So you used the cross save feature between.
I did. Yeah.
Did you just use it between Switch 2 and PS5, or did you use the PC version as well?
I touched on the PC version. I got weirded out because the PC version kept changing the controls in my head. Because it could change it to keyboard. It was like completely different. The mouse was completely different from the Joy-Con mouse.
Yeah.
So it like fucked me all up. And I was like, I'm just going to play on the consoles.
That's fair.
Like, I don't need to play it on my PC.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're just at a point where like, especially as the AI upscaling for the cards gets better and better. Like
the cards, you mean the graphics?
Graphics cards.
Yeah.
Like it's just, for me at least, a much better experience to be able to play like handheld, in bed. Yeah. Like just it's like it's crazy to me comparing it to Steam Deck even because like it's the Switch 2 runs quieter, it runs colder, and it like the battery life is actually longer than the Steam Deck for Cyberpunk that I noticed. Yeah. So yeah, and it looked better than Steam Deck for sure. Steam Deck. I don't know how so many people played Cyberpunk on Steam Deck. I think it looks fucking terrible. Like, the FSR was god awful until 2.3. Apparently 2.3 makes it like look much better.
Yeah, because FSR 1 is
old.
Yeah, it's old.
So I can't speak to the latest update. But yeah, until that update, Switch 2 is definitely the better experience compared to Steam Deck
like
for
handheld experience. Yeah. The that's interesting because your best friends at Digital Foundry say that the Steam Deck is a better experience for handheld, but of course docked is going to be Switch 2 because it has the performance goes up when you put in the dock rather than just being the same when you dock it. I
don't know.
What it sounds like
I think the 120 hertz VRR on Switch 2
on the handheld
makes it look smoother than it does on Steam Deck. Steam Deck only goes up to 90.
Yeah, I didn't even consider that. It's great that the game is in such a state after it's released that
it is
you can
a crazy
just,
redemption.
Like, play it on handhelds,
right?
And like genuinely play the real game. And
I'm happy for that.
I think that's a good sign for any future games they put out, even if they have to even if Witcher 4 comes out on it and it's compromised. I think the compromise between the PC or PS5 version to the Switch 2 version isn't going to be the gulf that you got between the PS4 Pro to the Switch 1. Like with the Witcher 1 on Switch 1 looks like a cut down version, even if it is the whole game.
Yeah, but, that game is a really good showcase of what's possible. Yeah, and what's going to be possible for this console on this generation.
And as people figure out how to really
I think the one asterisk to put on that is I don't think we've seen an Unreal game on it yet. I don't Unreal 5 is still such kind of like a mess in terms of optimization.
I mean, Fortnite not to say Fortnite.
I mean, look at
Fortnite is on
it. Fortnite is on it. I don't know if Fortnite's the best judge though. Fortnite's a pretty simple game, graphical fidelity. It's so optimized as a game in general that I'm curious to look at some of these games like AA, like Clair Obscur is a good example. Yeah. Can they get Clair Obscur running in a reasonable state on Switch 2? I don't know. Yeah. Right. They use kind of like that raw Unreal 5 that so many other developers use. Right. It looks, again, to my opinion, a lot of people have played it on Steam Deck. I think it looks fucking terrible on Steam Deck. I would never play that game on Steam Deck. I have it on PS5.
Yeah, you streamed it to your Steam Deck specifically to.
Or sorry, PC.
Anytime you use it, yeah. So I think I think we're just gonna have to see what because Unreal Engine gets updates pretty frequently.
Yeah, and I mean it would be in their benefit to make sure Unreal Engine 5 runs well on Switch 2, right?
Yeah, they make sure it's running on everything.
Hardware launch in fucking video game history and all that shit. Yeah. I mean, you still hear about all these fucking issues that new PS5 games will have sometimes.
Right. Yeah. Like the stutters, the
micro stutters, all that shit.
Kind of shit.
So it would be good for that to get solved out.
To get all that. I think we're at a point where the general customer actually doesn't really care about that shit.
Right.
The enthusiast does, but I think
but the enthusiast isn't going to play these games on Switch 2 anyway.
And then the thing about the enthusiasts anyway is that they're going to want better everything, and then better perform. But you can't get both. You get the improvements to image quality and all this kind of stuff, but something's going to give, and that's going to end up being performance almost every single time. It's been like that since video games have existed, as far as as in this way.
Yeah. I did tell you, speaking of performance, that I booted up Death Stranding 2.
Yeah.
I was fucking blown away at how good that video game looks. I probably need to show you.
Oh yeah, but I've looked up some stuff, but I haven't seen it live myself.
I had also looked up stuff like YouTube. This is one of those cases where YouTube absolutely does not do it justice. Okay. The opening started, and I was like, oh, he's doing one of those things like he did at the beginning of, I forget which Metal Gear Solid game, where he's showing live footage. Oh, he's showing live footage of these landscapes to set the tone. And then it drops you into the game and you start playing. And I was like,
that wasn't fucking footage of shit.
My fucking eyes opened. I was like, whoa. It does feel like, some people mentioned this, it feels like the first current gen, like gen step up from PS4.
Yeah.
In terms of graphics and
I was gonna say currently the game is exclusively on PS5, published by Sony, as far as I understand.
Yeah.
So and like Kojima on whatever teams he's been on has always wanted to try to stretch whatever machine he's working on a game for.
Right.
To,
I mean, the Decima engine, it's interesting because it's made by Guerrilla for Horizon.
Yep.
That is a really good engine. They should use it more.
For open world shit,
they should let other people use it.
Yeah. All these fucking engines need to be able to be like freely licensed out.
That shit blasts Unreal out of the fucking water.
For this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's seeing the way Horizon works, it's like, I know Capcom has RE Engine, but RE Engine obviously can't handle
open world shit.
So Monster Hunter
Wild is suffering.
Like how about they?
Yeah.
How about y'all just borrow something for this particular use case?
Yeah, Sony's still got their sort of like chip on their shoulder where it's like, if you're going to use our shit, you're going to be exclusive.
It's going to be on our it's going to be on our shit and PC at this point.
Yeah.
Which I of course I don't like. I'd like to have Rondo and Blood on everything and not be a the PSP port to PS4 exclusively. But I do need to see it, and I do wish to see it. I want to see that, and I want to see I want to see Cyberpunk one more time.
Cyberpunk.
What
you've been playing?
What have I been playing?
Donkey Kizzle.
I've been playing Donkey Krizingle. I've been playing.
I haven't played
Mario
much of
Kart.
it. I'm still on like, I guess, the tutorial probably.
Oh, okay.
I made it to Ingot Isle.
Oh yeah, you haven't done shit. You haven't done anything yet.
Is it good?
Dog. Okay. So
people keep comparing it to Mario Odyssey, but I don't know if that's a fair comparison.
The Mario Odyssey comparison is fair to a degree, where it's kind of like you're going to different
collecting.
You're like going to different places and collecting things all over them at your own pace. That's great. That's definitely Mario Odyssey. Odyssey design and the clothes and getting the different colors for DK and Poly and stuff like that. Spoil no, you knew about that.
I did.
Yeah.
Can't believe Nintendo spoiled me.
Yeah.
I've still got Odd Rock.
I've finally gotten to stuff that they didn't show.
How's that feel?
It's like,
it's good.
I was like, dude, this ability is so fucking useful. I understand why you waited this long to give it to me. But being able to combine moves and shit like that, just rolling and then you press a punch button.
I spent
his arm out.
So much time just in the first little cave.
Yeah, just figuring out around. what DK could do.
It is the ultimate sandbox for platforming.
The roll has a little bit of some like DK Country isms to it.
A little bit.
It's not the same, but you can also start a roll in the air. So you can roll, jump, use the momentum from that, roll again.
I didn't know you could roll in the air.
Yeah, you can roll in the air.
Oh,
you hit the button, you'll roll again. You can just kind of change.
But you just kind of fall, don't you?
You do fall, but you move faster. So you like.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Okay.
And then you like punching moves you forward in the air a little bit.
Yeah. It all connects together really well.
Yeah, there's the spinning.
Yeah.
Just the and what's it called?
I do feel like the roll is like, it feels a little bit slow. I don't know if that's on purpose or if I'm missing something.
You gotta use it in conjunction with jumps because it makes your jump go far. It's like you press it, you jump.
Does it make your jump go further?
Yes, okay. You can use it.
I haven't gotten to the point where like it makes a difference, so I haven't been able to tell.
It 100%.
Okay.
Like I've already done.
Can you do the thing from Country where you can roll off the side and jump out of it?
That I haven't really tried.
Okay.
Much because when I roll off, it's usually by accident.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm like, oh shit, I misjudged that fucking roll, and I haven't tried jumping. I just or something. And there's like the game is all about playing it.
Yeah.
It's you play a game.
It's about play.
You listen to it, you look at it, you play it, and you have it's like raw fun shit, which I appreciate because one, I don't feel like I'm like there's some crazy gravitas that I'm fucking up by I don't know by playing it when I was like, oh, I've got like 30 minutes. I don't have time to sit down and like
absorb some intense segment.
Exactly. But it does manage to it manages to have things that have already surprised me thematically and like some of the music and shit like that and there's a thing.
That's the main reason I haven't played more of it. Is because I haven't got to the point where like I can have the music blasting at me.
Yeah, I got you.
And I need that.
Yeah, it's.
I need that.
Not only do I want the what was it? I like all the Bananza transformations. I'm using the back buttons on the grip to switch between them.
Oh, nice. Yeah. They had a built-in hotkey on the L and R buttons that you could set. I noticed.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
There's on the sticks.
Yeah, on the sticks.
Yeah, the fucking
L3 R3.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of things and be as vague as possible, but I want to say that if you go into this game with the correct mindset of this is fun game, hee hee ha ha, you're going to have a really. This game isn't about to change the way you view reality. This isn't some big narrative that's going to change your worldview. That's not what it's meant to be.
It's kind of funny because I'm already starting to see some cheapo motherfuckers that are coming out like, I don't think I like this game. I don't think this is for me, which is fine.
That's totally fine, and I've seen the same opinion, and I think
it's like I don't get it. Like they keep saying I don't get it, where it's like there's fun to be had, but it's like kind of like going in one ear and out the other. Like it's not lasting with them.
Right.
It's not like leaving an impact. They made a comparison to Mario Odyssey where it's like when you have so much stuff to just like do everywhere you look, you kind of loses some of the identity of it loses the meaning and kind of blends all together.
So, and that's where for me, I've been making the decision to like, I'm not going to get everything. I'm just going to get things while I'm in the mood to do it. And then once I do, I progress. Like once I'm like, okay, I've got enough, especially because they tie the bananas you get to the Bananium to skill points. So I can like literally just set a goal for myself. Like,
I want to get this skill.
I need to get this many skill points so I can get this skill, and then I'll move on.
Yeah,
and
that's typically how I do all platformers.
Yeah,
because like they almost always give you things that make cleanup, quote unquote, easier in the end.
Exactly, like that's
less of a chore.
Yeah,
which is like I don't want games to feel like a chore ever.
Exactly, so. I don't want it to feel like I'm checking things off about. Right. There's a literal checklist you can check shit off.
Yeah.
Of. But I don't want it to feel like that.
Heaven.
Yeah, it's there if you want to play it that way. But the game also is pretty obvious about like setting the worlds up so you can come back to them. Mm-hmm. So like when you understand, oh, this is how this power works. Oh, I can use these up here to make getting all these way easier.
Yeah, I know you.
But at the same time, I've already had situations where I'll be in a situation and there's a very clear path they want me to take. I'm like,
but you have a thing to just bypass it.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I can even show you one of them. I have it.
I know what you mean though. It's like once you get a power, it trivializes the thing they almost intended and designed for.
Yeah. So and it's like I appreciate that. I don't mind that at all because there's other bits and places that are a little bit more strict. Like maybe there'll be something that if you try to dig through shit, you're gonna hit something that's gonna hurt you. And when you get hurt by this thing, you lose control of Donkey Kong for enough time that it's just like a kind of a pain in the ass to keep trying.
Right.
You can still try to do it and make it work. They're not going to stop you from doing it, but there's also clearly like you should do it this way and not this way. But on the other hand, I've skipped objectives just by exploring. It'd be like, oh, you talk to two characters like, oh, you should go here and here and here, and I'm like, I'm not even going to talk to you yet. I'm going to go do what I want to do, and then I'll talk to you. But then I do what I want to do, and their bubble to speak to them is gone because I'm like you already did what I was going to ask you to do.
Yeah. The other thing that I saw that I thought was kind of funny and probably kind of true is that like this in its identity of a game is really a Wario game. But the reality is Donkey Kong and Pauline are much more marketable characters.
Yeah.
Like that's just the fucking reality. It works fine because like the whole thing has always been like, oh, you gotta get the banana horde back.
Yeah.
Like that's always been the thing. Donkey Kong 64, collectathons, when it's so forth. Right. But like the way this game gives you shit and the way like even just the digging, like it's a Wario game
if you close your eyes, you could play this like a Wario World sequel.
Right.
Especially with just gold being just everywhere.
It's just gold. And there's money, there's digging.
Yeah. You can upgrade your ability to just slap and collect everything.
Yeah.
It's it's gameplay wise, you could put Wario in and make it work. On the other hand, they didn't excise the rare stuff the way I thought they were going to. I think I mentioned this before.
Oh, that's cool.
But like there's a lot of rare stuff, like rareware style stuff that makes me think like, oh, Nintendo really liked this stuff.
They respected
it's here because they approved of it. They liked that kind of thing. That's part of the identity of Donkey Kong. So when I'm playing it, it doesn't actually feel like it just has a different feel. It doesn't feel like a platformer made by Nintendo.
Yeah.
It feels like a platformer made by people around Nintendo. Yeah. And in some cases I was like, this feels like it doesn't feel like a PS2 game, but it has that like PS2 character platformer style.
I know what you
where
mean.
It's not all about where they were trying different shit that wasn't just
Japan Studio style.
Yeah. Right, where it wasn't just like jump the platforms, do the things that you already know how to do. Like the digging is more. All the stuff is made out of more breakable shit than I really thought it was going to be. There's obviously like a frame of stuff, so you can't dig dig to hell. But dig me
to hell.
Yeah, dig me to fucking hell. The game is full of places that you can just completely destroy. And do you know how like the treasure chest and stuff like that work?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's not really a spoiler or anything. It's just how it works. The treasure chests, most of them, the majority of them, will just kind of show up randomly. Mm-hmm. Like they're randomly placed while you're playing the game, so it gives you something to do while you're digging stuff out. And it's kind of cool to just see one show up and it just pours gold on you, or it gives you a treasure map so you can find certain collectibles and shit like that. Mm-hmm. It always feels like digging is worthwhile, and it also feels like you can stop whenever you want to. I can stop whenever I want to. You stop whenever you feel like it, and not feel like you're missing something. And it rewards you for doing that because the currency that they use for like outfits and whatnot that give you the stat boosts and things like that are depends on you having dug around and kind of just explored that anyway.
Right.
So do you know what that is? No. I don't even know if it showed up in the
I don't think so.
So I won't mention. Game is a lot of fun. It has a lot of heart. It has a lot of heart. It doesn't spend a lot of time.
This is what we're gonna.
Yeah, we gotta try this eventually. The game. Oh, what the fuck?
Keep going.
The game doesn't. Yeah, you can't show this to me. The game clearly has a focus, and that focus is let you just fucking enjoy all the abilities that the character has in this environment that will buckle to your will.
Right.
And I think it's
break the game to your pleasing.
Huh?
It's almost like a stress ball.
Exactly. I'm really glad this game came out as early as it did, because it's what are they going to do with this kind of design philosophy? What are they going to do going forward? It's a strong, simple, straightforward game that does not ask too much of you unless you want it to. You know what I mean?
I saw some conflicting things about the challenging difficulty. Like, does it get hard? Is there stuff that's hard in the game?
I wouldn't say that it's a hard game. I haven't come across anything yet.
To be fair, Odyssey wasn't really that hard.
Odyssey is a pretty easy game too. I haven't come across anything that's maybe, most things I've died a few times, but most things I'll do them in the first try or so. That's even like finding hidden things in the challenge room and shit like that, because I kind of know what the language they're speaking with that. But at the same time, I appreciate that when I play the game, I know I'm going to make progress. Like I know I'm going to keep going and seeing all the stuff that's in the game, and I'm fine with it that way. I don't need this game to beat me up. I know Donkey Kong Country games could be difficult, But I think this game just has a different priority.
Yeah.
So.
Well, good shot. I'm excited to play more of it.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
All right. Anything else before we want to move on to higher fans?
No. But why are you holding your head like that?
I'm just tired.
Okay. I guess you've been busy.
Ultimate Sonic Smackdown, the Sonic tag fighting game.
I'm pissed because you started showing this to me while I was talking, and it looks good.
Looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good. I didn't know it was 3D.
Rollback netcode.
That's rollback netcode is a buzzword to me. I need to feel it until I give a shit about it because you can implement rollbacks.
It's got your favorite hedgehog.
Who is that?
Silver.
Is that Gerald? Yeah, fucking. It's no use. I do want to give this shit a fucking shot. This is pretty fucking crazy looking with Marvel 3 like design language.
Yeah.
That's just Sentinel.
Yeah, that was just Sentinel.
Oh, that's
it actually is probably a mod of MVC3, it feels like.
Let me see this.
John's watching the 15-minute.
This does not look like a mod. This looks like
just a full.
This looks like something designed from
Well, I guess we got to try it.
Yeah, where did this? Is this just? Oh yeah, it's just. Yeah, this is a mod. This is guaranteed like its own thing. I don't know what it's built in, but it's probably like Unity or something.
How long until it gets DMCA'd?
Never.
I know Sonic. I don't think Sega fucking cares ever.
Yeah.
They picked the right fandom.
Yeah. If you want to do stuff like this, you fucking
do it under the Sonic.
Do it with Sonic, yeah.
Oh my god.
Doesn't matter if you like Sonic or not.
I feel so bad for Sonic Team, dude. They just can't get a win.
They can't, they have to. Like Sonic is under this is the one IP that's under control of the fans. That's like 1000%. And of course they like it that way, but I think that gives people weird expectations of what other IP should be doing. It's like Sonic is a unique situation where the quality is so like up and down,
so fucked up
that the stuff that the fans make and put out is going to be better than some of the like a lot of the official shit in a genuine way, not a like why do I have to pay for this kind of way that a lot of other IP get. So like I have to play this before I give a real answer, but it's looking kind of good. So I might be putting these dudes on
tentative hire.
Like they're understanding what hit stop should feel like. They're understanding what the animation should be like to feel readable. There's the language of the supers and everything is obviously cribbed from Marvel 3, but it's done in a way that like it shows they obviously understood why they do it. Yeah, it's looking kind of fun. I'm gonna give this back to you.
All right, well, I'm excited to try.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Let's wrap this shit
up. Wrap it up.
All right, give us a like, comment, subscribe. Hit us up with an email at memoryleakpodcast@gmail.com. We are at iHeartRadio, Spotify,
YouTube, Google Podcasts.
Which one doesn't exist anymore? I think it's Google Podcasts.
I think Google Podcasts.
Yeah,
fuck Google
and just
Podcasts
Apple Podcasts.
And Apple Podcasts.
That's it.
Yeah.
Spotify, iHeartRadio, Podbean.
That's right.
Apple Podcasts.
I've never seen Podbean.
And YouTube.
Yeah. So forget about Google. Sorry.
Word. Till next time.
Yep.